many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit. Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Mike, ready. He's cutting. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
39.
Here's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 11. 951.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Coming to you.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Here's Ryan to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's put that team on the puck. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have...
It's caught at the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, I got number 80. I got number 80. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Second and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Boston Scott, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Ito Smith. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready. Check. Heavy. Got heavy. Motion, 89. Watch 89. Double time. Hey, Sal. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike forward.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Here we go, D.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Ready, like 25. 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. You going to take. You got to take. You got to wait that.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Wall, get wall.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hey, Sam off. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alert 3, alert 3. Look, squeeze. Squeeze.
Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check 13. Check 13. He's crashing. Look at me. Go.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gators. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 24. Check 24. Watch twist. Go. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
It's just me and you. Go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It's your time, baby. We did our part. Ready to break. I got you. I got you. Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. X3. 218, chopper. 36. Ready.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, lock it.
Johnson running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Fair.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me.
This is Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready, get ready, get ready.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
That's right,
At the 37-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, free play. Get up.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Leo.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Go out.
Big
On the ground, this is Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Margus Hunt able to take him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
51, Sam!
58, boys, 58, Mike. Let's go, G.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
45, check Mike 45.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch Salvo.
45's the Mike. Let's make it
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And the Falcon first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Johnson, and an alley to run. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 99.
On 1st down, Johnson. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's the 2nd and 7. James has got it. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the safety creep.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
45 is the mark. Let's get it together.
Back to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Jones has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Chatty, blue 80. Blue 80. 40's a Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 40. Mike 40. Check. Blue 80. Got it.
Throwing now is Ryan. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another big play and another Lion first down. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.